Yeah, hi guys, I'm here with a quick unboxing and full review of this VIGARD S13. That's a 3-channel dash cam. So we have a 4K front camera with a super wide angle of 170 degrees. And then we have a 1080, 140 degrees cabin camera, even with infrared assistance, so we can see everything inside, even in the dark. And for the back of the car, we have an extra camera. It's even waterproof, and again with a wide angle of 155 degrees. There's a 64 gigabytes card included, but it supports also up to 128 gigabytes storage. And of course it supports all major functions which you can expect from a modern dash cam these days, like loop recording, automatic crash detection, and also time lapses. And so here we have the beautiful box. Looks almost like a gift box. It's this small instructions manual. Then we have the camera itself, really nice, even somehow beautiful, with a very large screen here. And of course the cabin camera right directly integrated into the main device. That's what I really like. So it's not something which you have to also connect or so. It's fully integrated into the main device. And then we get all the accessories which we usually need, and of course also the rear camera with an extra sticker, of course, and a very long cable. And here also the main power cable that goes into the 12-volt carport socket. Doesn't come with extra USB or plug-in plug. But the good thing, it's using standard USB-C, so you're not stuck with this cable here. You can use any kind of decent USB-C power supply. So here we have all the electronic components, and on top of everything we get even an electrostatic sticker for easy application on the windscreen and especially for easy removal. But of course you don't have to use it, it's up to you. And so the most important thing here is to plug in the rear camera, which is also working as a backup camera, into the main device. I wouldn't do that later, do that first to prevent any problems. It's not advised when you have the main device already on power. And now we plug in the main power supply here and connect it to the carport adapter. So that's how we do this. And so it turns on automatically. It says SD card needs to be formatted. By the way, the opening for the micro SD card is here on the left side. There's a nice cover and the micro SD card is already inserted. So we can push here inside if you like. For example, if you want to use a micro SD card reader to transfer the footage really fast. But of course we also have Wi-Fi, and so we can see the 64 gigabytes micro SD card. Definitely confirmation here. Push it inside until we hear the clicking, and then we close this properly. And as soon as we connect the main power, it turns on automatically. Screen says SD card needs format, so we can click here and we see the full menu. That's very convenient. Whenever we hit the screen, it shows the menu, and so we can use the menu down here. Come a little bit closer, hopefully you can see that whatever we have, so many settings here for the resolution. For example, here we pick 4K, choose the loop recording duration, or create time lapses. We can add even the license plate, activate or deactivate audio recording, activate timestamp, that's a really nice thing. Activate, deactivate G sensor. I usually have it deactivated because when you live in an area with bumpy roads, it would save a lot of footage. And then over time it can fill up the micro SD card. Screensaver, screen frequency, so USB mode. So in the USB storage mode you can directly connect it to a computer, so you don't have to remove the micro SD card to read it out. That's pretty cool. Back mirror options, but we have much more. So we can see we have this really nice touch screen. Can activate the 5G Wi-Fi, so we do not only have 2.4G, we have fast 5G. That's really nice. And so with this icon we get the QR code for the app, so we can nicely scan it with the mobile phone. And so we have it here. That's the VIGARD Dash Cam viewer, and we can activate directly the Wi-Fi here, or we can activate or deactivate with the up button down here. We get also the Wi-Fi information, SSID and password. And we still have to format the microSD card. That's on the left bottom here. Format, confirm. Formatting, please wait. Successful. And we have to go to the top and back. And we are back on the main screen. And usually it starts recording automatically. But we can start, stop manually with the buttons. We can turn on and off the screen. We have also screensaver. And of course we have 3 cameras. So the one here is showing the front, and here it's showing the back where I'm recording, and this is showing the back of the car usually. But of course we don't have to use this divided screen. We can switch here with this button. You can see now we have the front as a full screen, and now the interior camera, now the back camera, and back to the 3 cameras. And of course to connect the app we have to activate the Wi-Fi. Can do this with this button here or through the menu. So I'm using the second button from the left side. But of course I have to blur this information here, even though it's a standard Wi-Fi name. It's called DVR something. And so I click here on add camera. We have to give all the permissions. And so of course we have to go to the Wi-Fi settings of the phone, connect to the DVR Wi-Fi, and then enter the password which we got. Click on connect and it will say connected, no internet. That's perfect. And so we go back to the app and click on add camera. And so you can see we have the live view here even while it's recording. That's really important. That's what we want to see. And so we can access the camera files, the recorded files directly from here without having to use USB cable or without having to remove the microSD card, and we can access also the camera settings directly from here. Yeah, looks like for the settings we have to stop the recording, which I can also do directly from here. And so here I have some footage. I zoom a little bit back and forth. Of course, I'm going to play that also live. I just want to show you here, while the video is stopped, the incredible details of this footage. You can see all the details in the road. This looks more like an image, but it's a part of the video. You can see how good the colors are. They are as beautiful as it gets. Total accurate colors, very vivid colors, high dynamic range. You can see everything in the shade. Everything super sharp, nice, clear, crisp, as good as it gets. Also not a lot of distortion, just a little bit at the outside here. But this image is definitely one of the best ones I've ever seen from any dash cam. So let's play this here. And by the way, I've also recorded the audio. So you can hear that also the microphone is working really good. So I play this here. 5, microphone test, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I stop this here again. Yeah, microphone test was going on. And then also the front camera recording in the night. You can see also the moon nicely here, and you can see everything nice and clear. But of course it's not possible to read all the signs, everything, because it's night, and that's not possible with normal dash cam. But other than that, it's as good as it gets. And here the inside camera, everything nice and clear inside, but also everything nice and clear visible outside. That's also very important. During the night, visibility inside is a little bit depending on the outside light, except from when somebody is sitting in the passenger seat, then everything is nicely illuminated from the infrared light. And here the back camera, you can see how nice and clear also this camera is recording. And since we don't have front plates here, I can also show you this here. So we could easily read license plates from the back camera. And here even a short clip while it was raining and the wiper was working, also still very good. And of course the back camera also works nicely during the night, no question about that. And so when we access the footage, no matter if through USB or directly on the micro SD card. It looks like that. So we have the different folders here, 3 folders for the back camera, 3 folders for the front camera, and same thing for the inside camera. And for every camera we have an emergency folder, a normal folder, and a photo folder. And that's the front folder in 4K. So these are the largest files. You can see a 3-minute video is usually around 600 or 700 megabytes. And so when we add the inside and the back camera, which are 1080p and have a little bit smaller files, then we are at about 1 gigabyte per 3 minutes. So I would say with the 64 gigabyte storage card, we can cover a little bit more than 3 hours of footage from all 3 cameras when we are recording them in the highest resolution. So overall, definitely a very complete set. Easy to set up, easy to use, easy to install, comes with everything what we need. I love the large touchscreen display, easy connection with the Wi-Fi and the app, and the footage is as good as it gets, especially during the day, but also really nice during the night. Audio recording definitely above average. Yeah, really nice camera. It's almost top notch. The only problem which I have found, I mean, it's just a slight thing, that's when we are watching the 4K front video, that it has a slight variation in speed. I've seen this already from many dash cams. I mean, it's not really something to worry. I mean, usually we are not recording videos to share with family and friends and keep for 10 years. That's usually something which we just need in case something has happened, and then only resolution, visibility, that's what counts, and that's definitely top notch. So definitely one of the better choices so far. I've been struggling with installation and setup with some other dash cams. Here it was absolutely no problem, was really easy, straightforward. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order one for you if you like. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this dash cam, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.